All right. Welcome to the second episode of NoFormula22 podcast.
Woohoo!
I'm Aaron Paxton Arnold. This is my twin. As you see, we dressed alike. And my last time we did the podcast, she did not know of my diabolical plan to propose to her. She knew it was coming. So my fiance, Michelle. You know, if we had the thing, I don't know what you call it. So look, we toast to God's grace and to you. Thank you that you are allowing me to be your husband sooner. And we're gonna keep it pushing. So
Yes.
yeah.
We want to thank Black Girl Social Club for providing the platform and the venue for the engagement.
Oh yes. So let me shout out to Carmen and
Courtney,
aka Miss Juicy. And we're not talking about the short Miss Juicy, but I have been working on this proposal since November of 2020, and we've posted a little bit about it. At some point I'm going to post the video, but it was a 4-month plan and process, and Michelle had no idea, and
you did so good,
I mean, even if she did, I had my mom involved in throwing her off. I mean, it's the only time I could lie and get away with it.
Exactly.
So thank you, babe. You know, show a little ring. You know,
I did.
Got a little ring. All right, cool. Speaking to the mic. You know, we're still new at this podcasting thing, kind of, and so we're here. So it's graduation season, and so you go to the first podcast. I was sitting there, she was sitting here, but I was like, she's gonna drive the conversation this time. She's in the driver's seat, and I'm kind of just over here chilling to an extent, and so I shout out to all the graduates, college graduates, HBCU graduates, in particular FAMU graduates, which is why we have this HBCU love. So we have some business to handle, right?
Yeah. So the HBCU Love shirt is made by Kayla Stanley. And icing on the cake with a K. So instead of a C, it's Kake.
That's your bestie.
That's
isn't
my
it?
bestie since FAM.
Okay.
Since spring 1998.
Y'all was running the streets together, huh?
Whatever.
Shame on y'all. I will pray on you.
We were
Holy
enjoying
water.
our college years, but yeah, that is my best friend, Caden's godmommy. I love her so much. But I wanted us to have these HBCU Love shirts, and of course, in our Rattler colors. So I reached out to her, asked her to make the his and hers, and Icing on the Cake did that for us. So we are so thankful.
The computer might be blocking, but we fresh out here.
Yes.
Like anybody say anything bad about FAM, on God, we coming to see you.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So come on, man, you got an agenda,
right? So the next thing that we have to shout out is designs by D. Johnson greeting cards. So this woman, she's also a FAM alum.
SBI graduate,
right? SBI,
she
did business and industry.
Yeah, so we felt special because basically she's our second sponsor. We had a sponsor last time, Ovation. Shout out to Sean Crenshaw, and she saw our podcast and our IG page, NoFormula22, and reached out to us and sent us, she went old school. She's made us this handcrafted card, with a picture of it with our FAM outfits on it, and
it's a pop out, so it's raised.
Man, who does that?
Right?
Who does that? So
creativity.
Yeah. So it's goodness. Hey man, we have to support her.
Yes.
Give her the information again.
So it is D. Johnson and Company. So D. Johnson Company Greetings.com. And I think some people think that giving out greeting cards is not a thing to do anymore. I think it's making a comeback actually, beyond just Christmas time. So this is definitely something that you love. You frame, you don't throw in the trash because of the handmade work that went into
that actually is going to stay in the podcast room. We're going to put it on the wall somewhere. We probably just keep it right here.
We're thankful she thought of us.
Yeah, or when we get a real desk and not bootleg. These really TV trays. Hey, these really TV trays. I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. It is what it is. We're just doing the damn thing, and we're just happy to be here. So
Black businesses definitely want to support.
Yes.
I've made much more of an effort to support Black businesses during the pandemic. We will continue to do that,
especially restaurants and stuff like that, where we can eat good, drink good, and dance well.
consumer goods too, personal items also. So,
but it's always good for the pour up.
Definitely, you want to shout out, connect with us.
Shout out to Hennessy, Atira. Congratulations on that big promotion. It's all good. But what's next?
Let's see.
And we were talking about Atira. She's I think she's like head of diversity globally and inclusion for Hennessy. Black woman. Black Girl Magic. Y'all
Black
killing
Girl Magic.
Y'all Doctor Atira Char.
It's awesome thing to be
PhD?
a black woman these days.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got a PhD too,
Yes.
though. Player.
Anyways, so next up, we want to recap the first podcast and give out our handles again, so you guys can connect with us.
We don't need to recap the podcast. Y'all need to go watch it, please.
That's the recap.
Yeah, it was good, and I don't know what the conclusion is. Should you keep a gift from your ex, amongst other things?
No,
but
not really. But
whatever. But go watch the episode. It was
have
good.
A conversation about it.
It's a quick 20-minute, 25-minute episode. We're streaming on all platforms like Apple Music, I think Amazon, whatever Google's thing is, Spotify, of course, YouTube, and then you can catch us at NoFormula22 on IG too. Like I said, we know what we're doing, but we don't know what we're doing, and that's like the exciting part about it.
So we're making it happen. Yeah, we are here.
We're here. We're out here. We're out here. So what's first? Come on, General.
I know the next.
She's not used to doing this. See, I do this for a living.
Yeah, he likes to talk.
Yeah, I get paid for it too.
But yes, so the next topic we have is infidelity. So we know that this is a topic that a lot of people don't choose to talk about. Unfortunately, many people are affected by it.
Infidelity, what is that?
Infidelity comes in many different forms, really.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
And many reasons why infidelity happens. I think it's a conversation that people need to have in relationships, their viewpoint on what is considered to be infidelity or cheating. Some people say flirting is cheating. Some people say it has to be an actual sexual act. I think whatever it is what's important to your partner.
Hey, listen here. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest.
We know that it's not a good thing first and foremost, regardless of the reason. So
I'm gonna be completely transparent. Until Michelle knows all my dirt. Like literally, when I tell you, she knows. I've been doing things and call her like I'm on the and she's like what? Do you not see that I'm trying to So there was a point in time where I didn't know. Again, I'm not trying to get off topic, but Michelle and I were spending a lot of time together. Like I said, we've been best friends for 22 years. She was kind of unofficially my girlfriend in college because I had a girlfriend already
that I did not know about.
That doesn't matter.
I was going to say that because I did not know.
But I would call Michelle and I remember 2008, and I'm like, Michelle, I got I was in a breakup relationship anyway already, so I was back in them streets. But to be honest with you, I've been in them streets since I was about 14. I've never been faithful until now, and so and you know that, and don't get it twisted. You have some past too, but to your point, I'll give it to you. You've never cheated while you've been in a relationship or married or anything like that. You just done some scandalous stuff like we all have. I've man, hey, look, I had the mentality always that I felt like there was no such thing as a faithful relationship, and I think maybe part of that was to continue to fuel my behavior.
Yeah.
But I will say this: every serious relationship I've been in, which has only been 2, maybe 3, the woman in that relationship was cheating too. And so I always looked at, but I wasn't tripping over it. I was like, look, you're gonna do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing. I just always said, don't embarrass me. And I was like, if you embarrass me, I have a problem. Now granted, I don't know if I abided by those rules,
right?
The self, but so people ask well, what's the difference this time? One, I'm grown, and you get to a point where, for me at least, I got to a point where I've matured, and I never, and it's gosh, it's no disrespect, but I've never been in a relationship where I thought I had something to lose. I was like, okay, if I get caught cheating, I never even lied about cheating in my past relationships. It's okay, I did this, I did that. My ex, I told my exes, and I think part of that, me being honest about it, was, at least for me, justifying it. Not saying I was right or wrong, but and I have a homeboy who he says I cannot say his name, but he knows who he is. He's from he went to fam, and that's all I'll say. I can't get a third one, might give him away, but he told me, he was like, look, man, he was talking about a relationship that maybe he was in, and he was like, look, she might be cheating on me, but she won't out cheat me. Basically, I'm putting it politely. And
that's
so
childish.
It is childish, right? It is childish. And so, I kind of just went through that phase where I was like, I don't ever want to be hurt. I had a girlfriend in high school who my senior year, I was a typical senior guy and she was a junior, and man, I cheated on her bad. And
So I think cheating is wrong all the way around.
Can I finish the story?
Oh, hurry up.
No, but real quick. So when I went away to college my freshman year, and yes, I was actually faithful to her my freshman year. I had to, just was, and when I got back home, like, she had done me super dirty. Like,
she thought it was free reign for you to.
No, it wasn't that. It was, at that point the relationship was over, but I know I was being a hypocrite. But the whole thing was I never trusted a woman after that, and I never wanted to feel that kind of hurt or pain. Gotcha. So I was just like, look, I just made up in my head, and I was like, I don't believe there's any such thing as a faithful or committed relationship. And like I said, the relationships I've been in, my other halves in those moments, they were cheating and so forth, and granted we were younger.
Y'all were both wrong.
Yeah, but see, the thing about women is they be like, what you do? I'm like, I ain't do nothing. I was like, what did we do?
That's true. There's always two sides.
Yeah, it's always two sides. And so, again, and I thought that was cool. I was just like, look, man, I'm doing my thing, and you just not gonna beat me.
So you just want to be better at the game.
I wanted to be the better cheater.
Okay.
And so, we fast forward to now. So, you get to a point where, like, one, you realize I have something to lose that I can't replace, and it's not worth me losing you. Like, I've lost you once or twice before being stupid. But it's like at this point we don't have to get married per se, right?
Right.
And so it's like, why get married? I think in the past, I know I've gotten married for whatever reason, where the foundation probably wasn't all the way solid, but I was willing to take that chance. I have no regrets. I don't speak to those individuals anymore, but they're pretty cool people, and so, like, you just grow and you mature, and it's like, man, chasing pussy, chasing pussy is that shit takes your time, it costs money. If you want to be great, I feel like if you want to be great, you can't necessarily just always be chasing pussy, especially if you're in a relationship. It's just too much,
Right. So let me get my perspective.
Yeah.
Right. So the infidelity, the cheating, is wrong. As I mentioned earlier, it's about communication. On the forefront of the relationship, what constitutes that. But I think we all have it in our gut when we know we're not doing something proper in the relationship. Mm-hmm. There are reasons for everything. I always believe that. There's a reason, but that doesn't mean you have to take that action to actually cheat. So the reason could be you're not getting something from your partner.
I disagree.
Let me finish. You're greedy. That's a reason.
Hi. I was greedy to the motherfucker.
Yeah. It's just easy.
I was super
to
greedy.
do.
It was.
Society says it's okay for the man to do.
Yeah.
Not so.
And women too.
Well,
women cheat.
Not saying that. No, society's not saying.
No, it's a double standard.
Women don't get a slide with that. Right?
No, you don't. But y'all cheat way better than we do. Like, I learned that in college, man. Like, women, I realized that women
better at everything.
Yeah, women. No, real talk. Women truly rule the world regardless, and like, you guys are smarter, and you guys can keep secrets. Oh my God, you can keep secrets. And if a woman wants something, a woman's gonna do it, and you're gonna do it with precision most of the time. And you guys are just overall smarter. So, like, they what's to say? They say men cheat more, women cheat better.
I guess.
Fellas, yeah, whatever. Fellas, take heed to that. Me and my daughter were talking, and we just having this conversation, and she was like, when girls cheat or women cheat, men are all broken up or whatever.
Up and hot,
and I was like, because men, we have egos, and you don't think about the woman doing what you're doing. And I always tell the homies, and even especially my mentees, I'm like, look, if you're out in these streets, that's cool. I ain't tripping. I am not judging. I am definitely not the one to judge. But please understand that your girlfriend or fiance or wife or whatever it is,
if she did that to you,
could return the favor. She might be returning the favor, but she might not be wilding out like you are. But oh goodness, boy, she's giving that one person, or maybe two, but that one person,
that energy,
and
not the business.
If you're not prepared for it, goodness gracious, so it's interesting. If you look at half the television shows that we watch and movies that we watch,
it's everywhere.
So much is predicated off of extracurricular activities, and to an extent is celebrated. Some people say it's unnatural.
What's unnatural?
It's unnatural to be with someone for a long period of time and not be with somebody else. I mean, I know if I'm in my 20s, or even, I know people have been together since they was teenagers, and I'm like,
a long time.
Yeah, I mean, y'all are, y'all going, because you're still growing, so, you're going to do your thing, go your separate ways, come back, find each other, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that, even in your 20s, maybe going in your 30s, but, everybody's different, it's really no formula to this, but at the end of the day, I would like to conclude, and I'll let you talk or continue. Women are way better cheaters than men.
Oh my God.
We cheat more, but women, man, y'all are like what Denzel said in Training Day. Y'all are surgical with that shit. Goodness gracious.
Everything better.
Man,
but,
so it is what it is.
At the end of the day, again, the infidelity, the cheating is not the business. Okay. Work on your relationship, whatever you find that might be missing. And if you can't, then leave. Try to do that.
What's that song? Then leave. Then leave. I want that bread, want that head, then leave.
Try to do that.
Shout out to the bros. Happy Charters Day.
Leave before. It's easier that way. It's better that way for both parties, so.
All right.
So, yeah.
So, it's Mental Health Awareness Month.
It is.
Oh, before we get into that, wedding planning. Skip topic. Look, she tells me what she wants. I give her the Amex. It is what it is.
Run it.
It's too much for me. It's too much. I don't even want to talk about it.
I run a few things by you, though. A few things. And I say, is it okay that I do? And he's like, yeah, whatever. Is it costing me money? No. Oh, do what you want to do.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So
even though the wedding dress didn't cost me money, but when I found out how much the wedding dress,
frugal sometimes.
No. Hey,
excuse you.
Hey, who want their mortgage paid for a couple months? I give you a wedding dress.
Not a couple. That may be 1 to 2, depending on your home.
About 2
I will be gorgeous though. I will be gorgeous though.
So
that's all that's gonna matter. And if it makes you feel better, on our anniversary every year, I'll put that thing on.
You better. That's what. Okay. We got to keep working out though. Hey, I'll be like, hey, so look,
he's a slave driver in the gym.
So we be working out. We built the gym in the basement, and I'm like, babe, first of all, these young chicks is hating on you. These old chicks are hating on you. I was like, people want you to get sloppy and fat, and I was like, babe, we like to wear like fitting stuff
for this wedding. Okay.
Look, man, my suits fit like. You know what I'm saying? My clothes fit. I'm like, baby, we gotta stay in shape. Like,
and we like to eat.
Like we love to eat. Goodness gracious. And we like a libation.
Yeah,
I'm sipping water
to
take a break from that Henny.
We're curbing it though. We're cutting back.
Yeah,
we're eating healthier.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lifestyle change, not just for the wedding.
Yeah, absolutely. So and just FYI, y'all, I know it's almost summer. I had this hat on. My baby got my hair braided, twisted. And
it matches his shirt. HBCU love.
Yeah, it's a little wild under here, so I was like, whatever. I'm a 43-year-old man with a lot of hair. Thank God.
Thank God. Lord mercy. He's a unicorn in that.
Yeah,
respect,
I need my money.
right?
I need my money to match my hair. Right. I need my money to match my hair. But so look, it's Mental Health Awareness Month, and I'm gonna take over this part because, I'm not gonna take. I'm gonna drive the interview because I haven't been to therapy since who knows when. I have a lot of friends that are in therapy. You've been in therapy off and on since 2012. And for some reason, even in 2021, especially in our community, amongst black men in particular, but just in general, there's still a stigma to, being in therapy. And I would dare to say therapy has probably saved your life.
Yes, in many regards. So I started in 2012. I did individual as well as group, and I advocate for both. It's just really up to you and what you need, what you're going for. But then I took a break because I felt like I had to get my life together, move forward, had things to do, and I should not have done that because it did prohibit the healing process, management process of what I was dealing with at that time. But in 2019, I decided to go back. It was something burning inside me that said, things are still not
Let
right.
it burn.
And I sought it. I sought out my therapist. She's awesome, and I go regularly, and it's important because I can vent to her. I can talk to her about my week, the frivolous stuff, the important stuff, and She listens, and for whatever reason, she remembers everything about me.
Oh hell, you paying her to realize?
Well, yeah, but I had a therapist before who can remember nothing.
They got to go. Man. They got to go. And you get to do it virtually.
Yeah, and I get to do it virtually. And I did
COVID.
talk to her about if we're coming back into the office. Either way, I'm good. But she not only just listens like your friends can do and your family can do, but she also gives me suggestions on how to deal and some things that I don't think about on my own and give me perspective. And it's understanding as well as how can I help her further her journey with this therapy.
So look, man. So one, I believe therapy comes in a multitude of ways, whether it's a traditional therapist or if you don't have the resources or the outlet for that, find somebody that is can be objective, that will tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. I found therapy in a non-traditional format, but just I've had panic attacks, one almost to the detriment of my health, to be honest with you. And I found that just sometimes calling someone and talking to them, it doesn't have to be about that topic, can literally save your life, because my panic attack almost killed me. So
you got to be there for your people.
And so I just realized it's about perspective. A lot of times we lose perspective. So you've been my therapist, which is crazy because you drive me crazy already.
Whatever.
But yeah, I mean, just man, do what you had to do to protect your spirit, protect your mental. Especially black men, like it's okay.
It's so needed for black men, and like you said, it is okay.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of things that we go through that we don't know that we think we go through.
And the club and the women in the bottle is not the therapy, y'all.
Yeah, it's not.
It's a coping mechanism.
It's not a long-term one.
It masks, but it's not the therapy.
Do what you got to do. Just make it through the next day. I always say, just make it through the next day. Wake up in the morning and make it through the next day. And, we've all engaged in kind of unhealthy behavior to cope with things. But to your point, sometimes that one unhealthy moment could ruin things, could change things, could, in a lot of cases, maybe even, end your life or just your way of life. So, so that's it. Shout out to whoever created Mental Health Awareness Month. Or so it's really a year to be honest with you, but we're putting focus on it in May, and we're just gonna keep it moving. What's having to carry this situation right here now? Okay,
going on about your business. Let's not break up.
So I don't want to talk about you have an entrepreneurial venture going on. It's pretty cool. We can't,
but it's still right now.
But so the dope thing, and I want to commend you. You launched the company a month or so ago, and when I tell you, my baby, you've been putting in work. So welcome officially to the Entrepreneurship Club.
Thank you. Definitely something that I did not think I was going to be good at. Now, SBI fam set me up to work.
Listen, people don't know about that SBI fam. That's secret shit.
Whatever. In corporate America. But the entrepreneurial piece wasn't something that I grasped in college. A lot of other people did.
Look, no. The thing about it is, it's entrepreneurship is about happiness. I used to be one of them people that knocked 9 to 5 once I left. Look, just be happy.
Can't knock it.
Just be happy. If you, I don't give a fuck if you're shoveling shit.
Yeah.
Flying planes, changing the world. Just be happy. Happiness is entrepreneurship. Happiness is the true flex. I don't care what nobody says. We chase happiness.
Right.
Every day, we search for those happy moments in the midst of even the stuff that we go through. Like we had a challenging Mother's Day weekend. Like Friday was phenomenal. I surprised her at the what's the garden spot?
We went to the garden room.
Yeah, I took her to the garden room. Man, that shit is expensive.
Oh, you see how we said two different things?
Yeah, we said two. I was like, yeah.
It's beautiful, and it's beautiful. Tapas, small plates, but the food is amazing.
It was worth every
as much as they do.
Yeah, it was worth every dime I spent. Like it
was
it was phenomenal. I have to the garden room service. I mean, it was great. Like
good girls' night too.
So that was dope. But then we hit Saturday, and so one of the things that you and I have been struggling with, especially around holidays and things of that nature, is you've had some significant losses in your life, and so for me, like sometimes I overdo it. I'm so protective of you. I'm trying to figure out how do I be there for you, and sometimes you might be in a mood or whatever it is, and there's still a part of me that feels like whenever I'm being attacked, and it might not be intentional or unintentional, I clap back. And so Michelle and I, we got into it, and ultimately for me, I fell back at the end probably should have fell back way earlier, but I'm just learning how to be there for her because, you know, there's so many emotions that you go through that I don't understand. And so it's like I feel helpless and trying to protect you and be there for you. And so, you know, then there's the frustration, and that frustration I ended up taking it out on you. But you know, we have a way of getting back to where we're supposed to be, and we did get back. But you know,
on Mother's Day was beautiful.
Yeah, but that Saturday, like Friday was dope, but that Saturday was rough.
And it's really like you said, you know, trying to know what to do at that given time, and those type of emotions when you've gone through loss.
Look, I didn't get me none on Saturday.
Loss,
she cut me off.
is difficult, you know. So it's listening to what the other person is telling you that they need. Sometimes it's not doing anything but just sitting there, and sometimes it's what I ask you to do something that is going to help me at that time. Just kind of oblige me.
And absolutely, without a doubt, no doubt.
I think when people are going through those type of emotions of loss, they're not really wrong in having the emotions. They could be wrong in how they're showing those emotions, though. So, you know, be mindful of that too.
But ultimately, you know, one of the things I picked up last weekend and even prior, like, again, holidays are always weird for us because they're weird for you. And so I was like, you know, because when I see that you're hurting, it's like, man, you know what?
You're a man. You want to fix it.
But then the other part is just having, you know, it's like key learning, right? I can't fix it. It's like, you know what, excuse me. Sometimes you just have to take that, whatever it is that is going through you, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to absorb, right? And so I have to get better at that, you know. And so speaking of getting better, you know, before we end things, like, let's go through our grades. Like we've always said, we run things as if we are a business. I believe a marriage is a business. It is a merger and acquisition, and you know, we do weekly meetings. I say calls, but we live together. So but we do we're on the couch, and we hold each other accountable. And so, like, I don't know, you can't see it, but back there, like, we have, like, we give each other grades. So from, you know, it could be sex, it could be communication, listening, contribution, you know, whatever. Like, we give each other grades. And so on the communication side, what's been my grade? Let's just say the last 30 days, you know.
I think you communicate very well because you like to talk, right?
You know, you're such a hater. Keep going.
I think communication and being able to share what you want to share. Now, the delivery sometimes could be a little I'm gonna give you A- on that. I'll give you A- on that. I'll give you A- on that, because sometimes that delivery.
I take that.
He's a little more direct than I am.
Yeah, I don't hold no punches. You know what I'm saying? It's the streets.
I'm a little sensitive still.
Yeah, I don't. I like bluntness. Like, tell me what it is. Don't sugarcoat shit.
Sometimes when I'm being blunt, it's cutthroat, and you know. So
I don't mind that. See, I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
You gonna mind it.
Nah,
you gonna mind it.
What do you mean I'm gonna mind? So you holding back some shit I don't know?
No.
So what do you mean? I don't mind it.
I think it's always a better way to say things given the circumstances.
That's what. It's not what you say; it's how you say it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Don't give it to me straight. Like,
I'm gonna tell you what.
That's why I drink my alcohol.
I'm gonna tell you what I need to tell you, but how I tell you.
Yeah, but how you tell me? So let me give you your grade. You gave me an A minus.
Communication. Yep.
See, you got A.
Okay.
A minus, A. You know, we've really never had. Now it'd be sometimes I'd be like, you ain't say that. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, this man forgets everything.
Oh no, so look,
and I have to. I'm gonna have cameras in the house so I can record and play back. I didn't say that. I didn't do that. So we can
please,
see it.
Thank you, and I'd be like, thank you. So you get A minus. So I mean, everything else, like A minus. I mean, contributions to the house. I mean,
listening.
Listening. I give you an A on that. A minus. I mean, everything.
A minus, B plus.
For me.
Yeah, you don't listen because you think you're right. You think you know everything.
She's a hater.
Sometimes I'm talking about things that he has no clue about, and I have the experience, but he still think he know everything because he a man.
She's a hater. What else? I mean, so contributions, just overall contributions can be to the house, to me, to, you know, Caden, whatever. A plus. A plus on that. You're a phenomenal mother, so you know, obviously happy Mother's Day. And you're a phenomenal bestie. She my best friend. What that song go? But nah, you know, you still operating in the 90 percentile above range, and we good. You know, I enjoy how we fix things when we get into it. I enjoy how we fix things. So and that's the key. Is you're gonna get into shit. And you're gonna go through
after the storm.
Yeah, you're gonna go through stuff. But you know, we make a very conscientious effort to. You know, like my dad always say, don't go to bed angry. So Michelle be trying to go to bed angry.
I go to bed angry sometimes.
I be waking her up like, I be waking her up like, wake up. We gonna pray.
And I don't want to wake. Don't wake me up. I need my sleep.
And that's the thing. Like, so we always
women need more sleep than men. This man doesn't seem to understand that.
Whatever.
Look, all the time.
Look, we talk about putting God first, and for us putting God first has changed so much, because when you put God first, even when you upset, she be trying to go to bed mad, but when you put God first and
you know what? Let me say something about that. It's because sleep helps me feel better, right? So we're going at it. We can't resolve anything. I need a breakaway. If I go to sleep and I wake up from it, I'm better. I'm calmer. You know, he doesn't think the exact same way about that. He want to go on and on and on and on and on and on. And that don't be working for me.
Nah, I don't want to be going on and on.
I can tell you how sleep helps me do so much.
We could get into something at 8 a.m. and she gonna do her best to let it ride throughout the whole day.
And then I'm gonna go to sleep that night, and then we can talk about it the next day.
No, because there's nothing guaranteed that we're gonna wake up in the morning. So
true.
You know,
I'm gonna do better.
I think there's a certain level of humility that is integrated into a situation when you pray about it. You know, because you're praying to God and you're literally thanking God for everything that's been put in your life. And you're like, man, I'm tripping over this. I'm mad at her about this. Right. When God has given me A, B, C, and D. So it's like, you know what?
It's about perspective.
It's about perspective. Let's squash this, you know, because
you are amazing at that. I'm gonna be honest.
Wow, give me an A+.
A+ with the star.
Thank you.
And let's rectify. I'm gonna apologize. I
have learned. I have just
all of that.
I have been through a lot. You know, I've learned a lot through my past, and you know, like I said, God put you on my life again, and it was just like, all right, hey, you have to capitalize off of your key learnings. And so, you know, one of the things that I refuse to do, because life is so precious, and you know, you get older, you realize that, and it's like, I don't believe in wasting a day if you don't have to. And it's like, babe, let's just figure this shit out, because it's important. And when you care, you know, you make things work. So you know, we're good at that. But you know, she still be hazing me. Hey. Man, y'all, she be hazing me. She be hazing me. But that's good though. That's a, you know. I
keep telling you, when I don't do that,
I know, when you don't care. Yeah.
Now we got a serious problem. Yeah. Okay. So let me haze. Let me elevate my voice.
Whatever.
Okay. Whatever. Let me be animated with my hands, as many West Indian women are.
Yeah. You can't. You will never. I mean, a black woman in general. Shout out to my Caucasian ladies. But like, no, I'm saying, like, you know, because it might be a couple watching. But like, you know, it's just, black women are just, you all are the cradle of civilization, and
this is true.
The strongest mammals, human beings, whatever on this planet. You know, no one has to go through what a black woman has to go through, as far as you have to deal with we
have the weight of the world.
Yeah, you have to be dealing with being a woman, being a mother, being a black woman, being a black mother, a black professional, and then on top of that, then you have to absorb and deal with the issues that are being put on black men.
Right.
You know, because I always say, when black men are going through stuff, who do we go to? We go to the black women, and so and
then we have the children too.
And that's a part of being a mom. And so I always believe, and I just really realized that, like, several years ago, that, like, when Jalen started high school, I just started watching her and looking at the things that she was going to have to encounter, especially as she matriculates through college and gets into the professional world. And I was like, man, black women are just, phenomenally strong, and
built like that.
Yeah, built like that. So, you know, but y'all do be getting in the club for free.
Oh my God. Well, can we get some roses along the way with everything?
Yeah, you know, it be the rose man walking through the club, the picture man with the Polaroid, like $1. Shit, y'all get everything. When it comes to the club, y'all get everything. Free drinks for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Like, You might come out. I mean, I don't believe in paying for clubs and nothing like that. But shit, if you going, you might come out $100 just to get into the spot, kick it, like whatever. But I mean, it is well deserved and well warranted, and it's important for us as black men. And it's crazy because I always think who's protecting us, but black women protect us, but we also must covet and protect our black women, even those that are not ours and dating and per se, and
all black women, not just the ones you think are pretty.
I mean, absolutely.
That's
whatever.
Been the controversial thing.
That's irrelevant. Just protect black women.
Period.
And that's it, man. This is episode 2 of our podcast, and like I said, shout out to all the graduates, especially the FAMU graduates. Exactly. We out here just twinning.
But also those who are going to college.
Man, those
signing days have been so exciting. I love to look at all the HBCU signing days. Especially the FAMU signing days. These high school students are going off and doing some great things.
Just and make sure you enjoy college socially. That's all. Just
get those books though. The academic gotta balance that. Hey, nah.
Look,
don't go there and waste your parents' money or your scholarship money and flunk out.
I ain't saying that, but understand
balance is key.
You could get a book education everywhere.
Anywhere. You're correct.
Choose your university based off how you can grow socially, spiritually, emotionally. I learned how to hustle at FAM, and that was a beautiful thing.
I grew up at FAM.
Yeah, absolutely. So and that's it. So man, thank y'all for listening. We will continue to grow this podcast and grow our episodes. I'll probably be sitting on that side next time. I'll let her have the driver's seat, but she can't drive.
We're still gonna support whatever. We're gonna support black businesses. We're gonna continue to do that. Connect with us if you would like to be featured as a shout out. We love y'all.
I don't know y'all. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
These are the people that support us. These are the people that
seriously. Right?
We thank y'all for that.
We got some great energy, and we don't have like a billion followers or nothing like that, but we're thankful for the people that are following us.
The substance,
and we know that whatever God's purpose is for this is what it is, and.
Baby.
Whatever.
Okay.
Can't let the streets see that. I'm
a
God. Thug. You know what I'm saying? But seriously, man, finally, all the people that's like tripping over this gas shortage, just be cool, man.
Oh my God. People are putting gas in a Ziploc bag and selling for $50. Please stop.
Y'all are tripping. Y'all are tripping.
They said potential. Shortage. But it's being fixed. I heard it's being fixed.
Just
in
be
a couple
cool,
of days,
man.
we're gonna be good.
Just be at home.
Stay at the house.
Catch an Uber.
Stay at the house with that woman that you live with, that you're supposed to be living on.
If it's a woman or something.
Yeah, of course. But that man you're supposed to be living on.
Or if you're a woman, love that other woman.
Whatever. your person.
Yeah.
And them kids too.
And we're in 2021, and to anybody that's made it to this point, let's be grateful and thankful.
Celebrate life.
And regardless of what you're going through or what you've been through,
it could be worse.
Well, it could be worse, but also there's still hope, and that's it. Like there's still hope, and
love yourself. There are people that love you. Focus on those that love you.
We not no self help. Getting all mushy.
Oh, come on, self help is important. What you talking about? Self care is key for men and women.
It is. We just talking. All right, so we about to end this. So you can find us at NoFormula. That's
at NoFormula22 on Instagram.
Can you spell it, please?
NoFormula 22.
Ooh, that's that PhD, girl. You better spell that.
Yes,
and NoFormula22 on Apple Music, Spotify, whatever Google's platform is, Amazon's platform. But just go to our IG page, and all the links are there via our Linktree link, and YouTube as well. And we just here. Just thank you, and we about to go to the grocery store.
Peace.
All right.